Alrighty, so last time I made a video of this kind for Jarvan, my favorite champion, and I decided since people did enjoy it, and I did enjoy making it, to make more. So today's video will be on Udyr, a controversial champion in terms of skins. Remember, this is more of an impromptu kind of recording, so I will be recording as I play with the skins, so you might see mistakes, stuttering, whatever. Only this portion of the video is scripted. Anyways, enjoy. Alright, so the first skin to talk about is Primo Udyr, a skin you can no longer get. Yay! You know, it was one of the first skins that required a lot of work from Riot because it's basically creating 4 skins in one. You know, one skin for every form, different textures. I guess nowadays it might be a lot easier to create this because they have more resources and Udyr doesn't really have that many effects, and most of the effects he does have are, well, like MS Paint level. Look at that. Look at those claws. That's pretty bad. That didn't age well. But as a skin, it's okay. You know, it aged better than most. It looks pretty clean and fluid. You can really tell what they were going for with it. You know, and all the individual forms have their pretty nice aesthetics. Although, you know, the bear antlers is just kind of weird still. But otherwise, it's a pretty good skin. Just again, you unfortunately can't get it, except when Riot needs to fill their quarterly quotas and have to, you know, decide, hey, let's open up the Legacy Vault for a bit of extra money. Now, in an almost comical vein, this is the exact same skin as Primo Udyr, except in joke form. You know, it's pretty much the same thing, where every form has its own thing, and a lot of skin stuff, and it's basically the exact same skin, except again as a joke, which in itself is not a terrible thing, right? The effects are obviously still, you know, terrible. I'm surprised they didn't even try with that, but you know, it's just kind of a funny version. If you want to laugh, because honestly some of them are goofy enough, the Phoenix one especially, the Chicken Phoenix, you know, they're just pretty good. You know, again, almost all the forms are passively funny. I don't think the Teddy Bear one is, you know, particularly any good, but the Phoenix one more than makes up for that. Essentially, it's again, the same skin. What can you do with Udyr, right? It's the unfortunate thing with Udyr is that his skins are, you know, pale in comparison to his base skin. Now, for one of his most popular skins, in fact, a free skin Riot gives you when you buy Udyr, after you spend $35 to buy him, is his low-res skin. Look at this. Still very jaggedy, very polygony. I know they were going with the whole arcade aesthetic, you know, going with the almost 8-bit kind of thing, but they eventually upgraded it to look a little bit more, you know, like N64 graphics. You could still tell some of the triangles and polygons are there. Look at that little rosary right there. Little blocky feet of his. You know, like I said, most of his skins still have that whole MS Paint thing going on with the effects, with all the, you know, clipping in his skin. You know, it doesn't look so terrible as it used to do, but it used to be, I think. But you know, it's an okay skin. I mean, you get it for free when you buy Udyr, who is technically the most expensive champion in the entire game right now. The best thing about the skin, of course, the low-res skin has a chroma, a single chroma for itself, which comes in baby shit brown and baby vomit yellow. Look at that thing. Majestic, isn't it? Comes with all the nooks and crannies of, you know, clipping, MS Paint animations, or effects, I mean. Nothing else to it. And you can still get this chroma. While you cannot get Primo Udyr, at least you have this shitty chroma. Hooray! But the thing about all his skins, though, the thing about all his skins that makes him really unfortunate, it's not the lack of availability, it's not the fact that they don't seem to have very much, is that his base skin is just so much better than all of his skins. Now for Udyr's base skin, which you have to pay $35 to unlock Udyr, but thankfully his base skin is the best and no one plays anything else other than his amazing base skin, of course. It is amazing in the fact that Riot decided to load it up with tons of voice lines, yet nerf all those voice lines and give it all to his skins, which are inferior to his base skin in every single way. Now, his base skin has every single ability with its own uniqueness in a high resolution textures. Look at that. Amazed you. Even got like this little tiger wolf, just a little tiger spirit just kind of fighting alongside you. A little turtle and a little bear, well, kind of a big bear, kind of an angry one, and a chicken still. Every single one having its own unique effects, looking amazing. This one isn't done in MS Paint, unlike the weird downgrades all his other skins got. And simply put, it has one of the coolest things ever, in that when you rank them up high enough, you become like a Super Saiyan form with crazy little hair and whatnot. Ooh-wee. Except one form, it just kind of stayed in the background. They all look pretty cool, right? Like that. Angry Udyr with his blue, and then really green Udyr. Pretty damn good. Essentially having like, what, 9 different skins in a base skin? It's amazing. I'm surprised Riot hasn't ever done something else like that. And I'm pretty sure because his base skin is so good, they'll never need to visually update him. Or in fact, create any other skins in the future, because how would you compete with his amazing base skin? As far as the tier list for his skins go, they're all pretty much trash in comparison to his base, but if we're being honest, using the remaining skins, it's obviously Primo Udyr, then the Primo Udyr joke version, and then the low res skin with its chroma, and that's the only thing we can talk about Udyr skins. Joke video aside, it is kind of something that I always wanted to talk about with the YouTube. Essentially put, Udyr, or Spirit Guard Udyr, is such a good, ultimate skin that it just kind of becomes his base skin, because Udyr's actual base skin, the one I jokingly call low res, is absolutely atrocious. And they have an issue in that they can't really update it all that much because they can't devalue the Spirit Guard Udyr. It's just kind of something they really can't do. And having to visually update Udyr and maybe even gameplay update Udyr would cause a lot of problems. If you change the way his abilities work too much, then that means they have to go to every single skin and update them as well. And considering every skin is basically 4+ skins rolled into one, that's a lot of work Riot has to do for Udyr. So now you can understand that he just kind of is screwed. He's a champion with such a very limited abilities, or ability kit, and such a very weird design, and like a broad design, a weird design and broad in terms of what they have to visually create, that it essentially limits what they can do. They can't, the skins are being created with basically the same kind of wireframe mostly, or model, and then you just put all these neat textures on top of it for all the different quote-unquote skins they have, for the animals, right? So if you have to deviate too much because you need to make these abilities actually balanced, it might hurt the way the skin works, and it creates a lot of work. So unfortunately, Udyr will not really get that many great skins, or a visual update, or gameplay updates, because Spirit Guard Udyr is just something they cannot devalue too much. I mean, there is hope in that they did upgrade the Pulsefire Ezreal, so maybe, but I wouldn't count on it.